welcome back, or welcome to my channel. And today we are back with part 7? Yeah, part 7 of taking part 7 of my Road to My License series. But this is the 7th video we're doing, taking practice tests without studying. So let's get started. Let's get started. All right, sign 6. This is the last sign test that we're doing for this part of the series. What does the sign mean? End of 50 kilometers per hour zone, speed limit changes ahead, speed limit for rural school zones, maximum speed of 50 kilometers an hour from this sign to the next sign. I'm going to say the last one. Oh, speed limit changes ahead. Okay. What does the sign mean? You have the right of way, school area ahead, you must let traffic in the intersection or close to it go first, railway crossing it. You must let traffic, because it's the yield sign. What does the sign mean? Zoo ahead, deer regularly cross this road, be alert for animals, scenic view ahead, wildlife preservation center ahead, deer. You have mooses and different kinds of animals as well. What is the main purpose of this sign? To notify drivers of school crossing ahead, to indicate higher speed limits apply, to warn drivers that fines are doubled for traffic violations in the zone, to indicate a new passing lane, to warn drivers. What does the sign mean? Bridge ahead, narrow road ahead, paved surface ends ahead, intersection ahead, paved surface. What does the sign mean? Safety check ahead, bumpy road ahead, pavement ends 500 feet ahead, steep hill ahead, you may need to use a lower gear. Steep hill ahead. What does the sign indicate about a fire truck entrance on the right? A fire station is located to the right. Watch for vehicles entering. Only emerging vehicles may use the right lane. No stopping on the right shoulder. Left lane is for passenger vehicles only. Fire station is located to the right. Which vehicles are allowed to park in the space marked by this sign? Any motorcycle with a parking permit, emergency vehicles only vehicles displaying a valid accessible parking permit, vehicles with a commercial license plate, only vehicles displaying a valid accessible parking permit. What do these chevron, arrowhead signs help drivers do? They have a word. They have a name. They have a name. Okay. Identify an upcoming traffic circle, guide around sharp curves to the left, warn of a speed limit change, find a designated truck route, guide around sharp curves. What does this sign mean? Factory slowdown, bump or uneven pavement on the road ahead, construction zone, bridge or viaduct? The fuck is a viaduct? A viaduct. Viaduct. Not duck. It's not duct. There's a T at the end. Bump or uneven pavement on the road ahead. What does this sign mean? Wow. I was reading the question and the first answer at the same time. Wow. What does this sign mean? Two-way traffic, intersection ahead. The arrow shows which direction of traffic has the right of way. One-way traffic, obstruction ahead, intersection ahead. What does this sign mean? Children playing in residential area. It warns that you are coming to a school zone. Direction sign for children. Playground zone sign. It warns that you are coming to a school zone. What does this sign warn you about? Two roads merging. Two roads merging to the left. Watch for traffic. Only buses can merge to the left lane. Left lane is closing. Proceed with caution. Left lane is for oncoming traffic only. Two roads merging. And it's not merging to the... Oh, well, I guess, yeah, it is merging to the left. Because that is the left side. But isn't it merging into the right? Because it's like going right like this. Anyways, I don't know. All that matters is you know there's traffic coming this way. What does the sign tell you about the lane ahead? Drivers in that lane must turn left. Drivers may turn left or right. U-turn are permitted from this lane. Stopping in this lane is prohibited. Drivers in that lane must turn left. What does the sign mean? Slow-moving vehicle. The vehicles ahead will be traveling at 40 kilometers an hour or less. Yield right of way. Stop sign ahead. Dead-end street ahead. Slow-moving vehicle. Alright, sorry, my sister needed my help, which is fine. I thought she was gonna say, "You're being too loud." I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because my nephew's going to bed. Anyways, no, that was not an issue. It was just she needed my help, which is fine. I have no problem. Just ask for help and I will help. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's continue. We were at question 16. Alright, when the sign is posted, what must you do if a school bus has flashing signals? Stop only if children are crossing the road. Stop regardless of direction until the bus's lights stop flashing. Pass the bus if you are traveling in the opposite direction. Maintain normal speed. Stop. What does this sign mean? Why is this not one of the first signs you see? Stop only if other vehicles are approaching. Bump sign 150 meters. You must come to a complete stop. Stop sign 150 meters. Everybody knows what that sign means. Like, this is like one of the first signs you learn when you're a kid. Like, you learn the stop sign when you're like fucking 2 years old. Okay, this is like a baby stop sign. What does this sign mean? You are approaching a four-way intersection, pedestrian crosswalk ahead. You are approaching the hospital zone, railway crossing ahead. Railway crossing ahead. Also, I meant it was it's not a baby stop sign, it's a baby sign. It's not a baby stop sign, there's not multiple different kinds of stop signs.
But you want to be a part of the video.
This is Coco. Oh, sorry, Coco. This is Coco, guys. Say hi to Coco. This is the cooks. Coco. This is Coco. Look at her. Oh, I love my Cocos. Alright. You can go down. You can go down. She just left. Okay. Wow, all that for nothing. All of that for nothing. What does the sign show about a ramp? No trucks allowed on the ramp, a mandatory speed limit that must be followed at all times, the maximum recommended safe speed on a ramp, a minimum speed limit on the ramp. Maximum recommended speed. What does the sign indicate about routes and destinations? You must turn around to reach your destination. No vehicles are allowed on this route. You must follow this road to get to your destination. No passing allowed. You must follow this road. I only got the first question wrong. It's pretty good. Alright. Next one. After this one, it's basically only rules, which will finish the last 4 ones in the next video for this. Alright, in good weather, what is the minimum following distance drivers should maintain between their vehicle and a motorcycle in front of them? 4 seconds. Oh, it's 2 seconds? I thought it was, you're supposed to do maintain like a 2-car distance, or like no, you're supposed to be able to fit 1 car in between the car in front of you. I thought it was that. A person whose driver license is under suspension may operate a motor vehicle in the case of an extreme emergency, not operate a motor vehicle under any circumstance, operate a motor vehicle when accompanied by a licensed driver, operate a motor vehicle to and from work, not operate a motor vehicle. At any intersection where you want to turn left or right, if you are turning left, you must wait for approaching traffic to pass. If you're turning left or right, you must wait for pedestrians to cross. All of these. If you are turning right, you should check your blind spots for cyclists approaching from behind. All of these. 2 solid lines painted on the pavement. It is unsafe to pass. Guide traffic away from fixed objects such as bridge, piers, or concrete island. It means the lane you are in is ending or exiting and that you must change lanes, stop before the lines, and yield to pedestrians. Guide traffic away from objects? Yeah. 1. Is it safe to perform a lane change immediately after accelerating hard to get ahead, after signaling and confirming that there is enough space and time to move safely, before checking side mirrors or blind spot, whenever you see a slight gap without verifying the speed of approaching vehicles, after signaling. What should you do if your gas pedal sticks while driving? Press down harder on the pedal to try and unstick it. Immediately turn off the engine while the vehicle is still in motion. Try to lift the pedal with your foot if it remains stuck. Shift to neutral, put on your hazard lights, and pull over safely. Honk the horn repeatedly to warn other drivers. Try to lift the pedal. Under all conditions, drivers should travel at a speed that will allow them to stop within a safe distance, stop within 150 meters, stop within 90 meters, stop within 60 meters. All conditions. 60 meters. Safe distance. I almost did that, but I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I picked up Coco. I'm allergic to her, and my nose is starting to kill me. Alright. I had to go wash my hands because I don't want to die. I'm allergic to animals. Which driver has the right of way in a roundabout? Driver approaching the roundabout, a driver already in the roundabout, a driver turning right into the roundabout, a driver turning left, a driver already in the roundabout. Which of the following statements about speed measuring warning device radar detectors is true? They're permitted only on highways with a speed limit above 80 kilometers an hour. They are legal but must be turned off in construction zones. They are illegal and could result in a fine and demerit points. They are approved for use only within city limits. They are approved. They are legal. Okay. Why? Okay. Sure, then. What should drivers do when driving on a highway near an exit ramp if there are continually lines to the right of their lane? They are not required to do anything unless they want to exit. This lane is unaffected. They must merge with the traffic to their left. They must merge with the traffic to their right. They must exit because this lane is ending. If there are continuity lines to the right of the lane, they are not required. When a police officer signals a driver to pull the vehicle over, the driver must slow down, pull over as far to the left as safely possible, and come to a complete stop. The driver must slow down, pull over as far to the right as safely possible, and come to a complete stop. The driver must continue driving until the nearest parking lot signal, pull into the parking lot and stop. The driver must slow down and stop the vehicle in the driving lane it has been using. The driver must slow down. A flashing green light at an intersection where turns to the left and right are permitted indicates that drivers may turn right or left or go straight if the way is clear, turn to the right or the right if the way is clear, turn to the left if the way is clear, proceed straight through if the way is clear, turn to the right or left. What is the recommended action if you must enter a tunnel on a very bright day? Keep your sunglasses on and slow down gradually. Drive as quickly as possible to exit the tunnel. Remove your sunglasses, slow down, and turn on your headlights. Turn off all lights upon entering the tunnel. Remove your sunglasses, slow down. By law, drivers must report collision to the police when a person sustains injuries or when there is damage to vehicle or other property extending $200, $100, $500, or $2,000. 100? 2,000. Okay. What is the minimum following distance vehicles must maintain from an emergency vehicle that has its lights or signs on? 250. 150. Okay. If a signal light changes from green to amber as a driver approaches an intersection, what should the driver do? Stop if stop cannot be made safely. Proceed with caution. Speed up to clear the intersection as close as possible. Sound horn to warn pedestrians and other drivers that the vehicle will travel to the intersection. Maintain current speed and continue through the stop if cannot stop safely. Proceed with caution. The Ministry of Transportation may suspend the license of G drivers after a 15 demerit point interview if the driver fails to attend the interview or fails to give good reasons for being permitted to keep the license. If the license is not needed for business purposes, the Ministry is not permitted to suspend licenses until drivers reach 15 demerit points. The driver does not have at least 5 years driving experience. Okay. A school bus with flashing red signal lights is stopped on a highway with no median strip. What does the law require drivers to do? Reduce speed and pass with care, watching for children who may be crossing a highway, proceed along the road honking their horns loudly, wait for approaching vehicles to pass, then pass. Stop at least 20 meters away if approaching the bus from behind, or stop a safe distance from the bus. Approaching from the opposite direction, proceed only when the bus signal lights are no longer flashing. Stop at least 20 meters. What should you do when following a moving snowplow in winter condition? Pass it carefully on the left if there is a clear lane. Drive onto the shoulder to pass if the snowplow is moving too slowly. Never attempt to pass a working snowplow under any condition. Honk repeatedly. And never attempt to pass snowplow. And last but not least, if an emergency vehicle with lights on and sirens sounding is traveling on a street that allows for two-way traffic, what does the law require to do? Signal for drivers to pass, speed up and get out of the way, pull to the right as far as possible and stop, continue at the same speed. Pull the right as far as possible. I failed with one. I had literally one. I'm missing 1 point. Okay. We know what that means. I'm gonna retry and come back once I pass. Alright, so, what do you mean 18 out of 20? I thought it was 19 out of 20. Here for question 9 out of 20, I don't know why I pressed the second one. To be fair, when I, messed up, I redo this, I kind of just go and, try to remember where the right answer was. So I don't know why I pressed second one. That was an accident, but I kept it anyways. Oh yeah, that's true. I had gotten that one wrong. I couldn't remember for the life of me what answer it was. And then there's another one that I had pressed the right answer and then I pressed the wrong answer on accident after. So I just turned it back to the right answer since I already had the right answer. So right now I have completed 12 out of 16 practices with an average score of 90%. To pass the test, I need at least a score of 80%. So right now I am completely passing. So I'm doing pretty good. The next video, we're just going to run through Rule 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it's going to be a bit of a longer video, but I think it will still be pretty fun. And then we can start studying. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do the studying portion of this. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do these videos, like I guess a study with me or something like that. I don't know. We shall see. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!